Hello, it's Rob at Small Urban Garden UK, and today I'm going to plant some Calla Lilies. I've got 3 in here. I've had them since about Christmas. I've been slowly potting up other things around the garden, and now it's time to do these. They recommend March to May, and they recommend doing them about 10 centimetres, 4 inches apart. Now, the reason I wanted to grow them, and I've never grown them before, is because I've seen them in the local supermarket and other shops. They look really fantastic, and you usually have them in smallish pots, quite compact together. So I've got this pot here, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop all 3 in here in a sort of triangle, and hopefully they'll grow fine in there. I think if I have 2 bigger pots, from what I've seen in the plant, they don't grow that large, and I don't want the pot to look a lot bigger than the plant itself, and then therefore it'll not look quite right. So I've got this pot. It didn't come with any holes in the bottom for drainage, so I've drilled them in. You have to be careful because I put a small crack in. I went in a little bit too fast with the drill, but that'll be fine. So I've put 5 drainage holes. Now, Calla Lilies can grow even in a sort of pond or a really moist area, as long as it gets good sunlight. The drainage is not as much as a problem, so I'm not going to bother putting any stones or anything to improve drainage down the bottom, and I'm going to use a nice moisture retaining multi-purpose compost, and all I'm going to do is fill it up. Now, we're in the middle of April now. We've had crazy weather as usual, I suppose, in the UK, and we've had lots of rain. It's probably been a little cooler than you'd expect for this time of year, and so the garden's not perhaps looking quite as I want, but everything's coming on really nicely, and the tulips are looking great. You can see these just down here, and things are starting to pick up, but it's certainly been, and mind you, it's been an unusual few months regarding weather anyway, so who knows what will be next. Now, he says that we're going to plant them about 4 inches, 10 centimetres deep. Let's have a look at the bulb. Okay, so I can see it's a bit like a sort of begonia, and there's some sort of nodules on the top where the growth will come out. So it says about 4 inches, 10 centimetres deep. I think I'll just put a tiny bit more soil in. And like I say, they can grow them around ponds and in really quite boggy areas, so this one will be one that we'll be trying to keep wet all through the summer, which could be a problem in pots. We'll see how we go. I'm planting them towards the edge of each pot, towards the edge of the pot. So look, there we go. We can see some of the nodules just at the top poking out. And I'll pop them in. I'm assuming each one of those will grow a different set of leaves and stem and maybe a flower. Now these ones are coming on really quite nicely here. You see, probably left them a bit longer in the warm and sort of inside than I should have done, but we're getting round to it now. There's that many jobs to do that you have to prioritise, and this is one that could have waited just a little bit, but we're going to fill it up now with soil. We leave a little bit around the rim of the pot, so we've got a bit of depth there, so that when we pour the water on, it doesn't flow over the sides. I think that looks about right. I'm going to add some water, and then I'll label them up. I've got my labels somewhere here. I'll put a good bit of water on. Now, some of my other lilies, my Calla Lilies, they're starting to grow in the soil, and also the foxtail lily that we planted earlier in the year, that's starting to come through too. So we're going to have lots of different lilies to look at in the garden this year. It's exciting. For now, take care. See you later.